So recently we, for some reason, started remembering our dreams more, so we thought it'd be fun to journal them and share a month's worth of them. April 15th. I was waking up for my doctor's appointment, but I was also on a hit list that day. Some sort of scientist ordered a hit on me as he wanted to experiment on me. Mom and Dad were protecting me from the intruders coming to kidnap me. Dad was ready to be the front line. Dad told us both to hide in the shelter. Mom took me to my room and she hit F5 on my keyboard. A secret room appeared from the wall of my room. Mom threw me in and then locked the door. I started banging on the door, scared and wanting out, wondering why Mom didn't come in with me. She seemed sad but happy she could keep me safe. I called 911 from the safety of the shelter in the hopes I could save both my parents. The dream ended before I could know if they're safe or not. Oh, I also dreamed we went to Epic University and the toilets in Dark Universe were gold instead of black. I cried. I got scammed. April 16th. I guess I was in a video game, or rather, my life was a video game. Anyway, Mom and I were exploring my old abandoned school, but that somehow ended up as us in a fictional world. It has something to do with Cookie Run. For example, one of the enemies was Choco Warehound Brute, but mixed with, Calhoun from Wreck-It Ralph, so basically furry lady with tits. Anyway, I and a group of travelers were to defeat the boss somehow, and we were getting close to there, but I guess he had some sort of sun ray that made our bodies burn and fall apart before we approached him. I was able to command my body to come back together and get to the boss, but no one else could. Then, I think since we were too slow, we all got corrupted. This stream was really wacky and interesting, but unfortunately details faded as soon as I woke up. This is as much as I remember. Wait, no, I got more. The final journey part took place in a casino. Basically, before I got to the casino, I was in an arcade trying to kill myself. I was cursed somehow so that every time I died in the game, I would really die, so I was trying to use that to die. But people are able to revive me if they wake me up before a certain amount of time. I went to a casino to, get crazy in debt and then die before. Slay girl, that's fair. But then the casino thing turned into the whole quest thing. Yeah, interesting to say the least. Wish I could remember it more coherently. Wait, wow, I keep remembering details. Also, before the video game stuff, I was also slowly losing my sight. Basically, in this dream, your eyes have color-coded things that together make up your vision. So each day, for some reason, my eyes would shed the colors, and I was becoming more and more blind. I had lost my blue, green, and orange, I think leaving me with only yellow and purple. And I think my fading vision is why I was suicidal? Yeah, I think that's it. You'd think I took acid before bed or something, haha. No, it was actually Benadryl. April 17th. The only dream I had last night was my teacher didn't mark my assignment that I missed yesterday as late. For context, I missed a check-in for class yesterday as I took a 3-hour nap. I fucking hate steroids. Hope this dream comes true, haha. Bonus, it did. April 18th. Some lady kidnapped me and my cat Mushu and she was going to kill me, and I guess Mushu too? I don't know. I was somehow able to convince her to let me watch a 20-minute YouTube video as a last, request. She did, and I was able to text Mom, who was able to call the police. I got woke up before anyone really got saved though, but it's fine. Just a dream after all. April 19th. I guess I was some sort of assassin and was partnered with 2 others. They were like anime characters, though not ones that are actually from a real show. They were a bit more unorthodox compared to the other assassins in the organization. We ate fun food and played games and stuff, but they also trained me. It was fun for the most part. I woke up before anything really happened. We were all cleaning our apartment as another assassin was coming over, and they'd judge us and probably kill us for our lifestyle. We got a job which interrupted our cleaning, but then I woke up. Also had a separate dream where I was a little kid and there were people outside with guns and I had to call 911. I also went outside while I was little, got little a second some creepy old man tried to kidnap me, so that was fun. What does that mean? These are written after we wake up, so bear with us a bit. April 20th. The only dream I remember was me looking up the Psalm 109 hex and being disappointed with how the hex doesn't line up with what I want, but Googling it in real life in the dream seems to have been inaccurate. Obviously because the dream deemed the hex was for hexing bugs. I mean, I suppose it's accurate if you think that lowly of the person you're hexing, which I do. Hopefully I'll have time to do it later tonight. I accidentally passed out last night before I did it. April 21st. I had a dream gushing for magical girls didn't exist anymore and no one believed me when I spoke of it. Eventually over time the memory of the show started to fade within me as well. Truly a nightmare. April 23rd. I dreamed a 6th cat somehow snuck into our house. She looked like our cat Blueberry, and I thought that's who it was until she started attacking all our other cats, and I definitely knew when I saw Blueberry and the imposter in the same room. Mom and I blocked off the cats from each other until Dad could get home and wrangle the asshole cat. Then I made Mom promise to take all the cats to the vet to check for any spread diseases. Stressful dream. April 24th. Just woke up from a dream where somehow all 3 of our ginger cats turned back into kittens, but they looked dirty. Mom called the vet, and the vet informed us that it's common for young ones to kill adults in a home who look similar to them to try and take their place. I had never felt so devastated before hearing that Mushu had died. It was so bad. I was fully convinced what was happening was real. I hope this dream doesn't mean anything. I know there's only so many ways I can protect them, but I'll do what I have to. I just don't quite know what that is yet. That's ridiculous. It's just a dream. The cats are safe. April 25th. Sort of similar to the Gaslight District, I was the only human left alive, except I had cool magic powers and everyone else was just some sort of anthropomorphic animal. I also couldn't die, just like everyone else. There was a dictator and me and some friends from the past, who were now animals, were going against him. We were a known terrorist group. We were arrested at one point and Mom was unfortunately not supportive of our cause, which is weird because in real life she definitely would be. At one point, I made a serum that I was hoping would be able to finally kill someone once and for all. I injected it on a goldfish, so something not with the sentience of a past human, and instead of dying, it actually became a human woman with deer antlers. She was intelligent, but with broken grammar. Last thing I remember is we all went to a buffet, and whoever was sitting next to me stole all my mac and cheese. Very sad. April 29th. Had a dream where, for some reason, me and 3 other people were about to go face off against Miku. I don't know why, but sorry, Miku. May 1st. I had a dream that I was the only one who could see the dog. For context, she just died not too long ago. Like, I could see her, touch her, and hear her nails tapping on the kitchen floor. My parents couldn't see her and thought I was hallucinating. My hallucinations are rarely that detailed, so maybe in the dream I thought I was seeing her ghost? I don't know. Never saw Strawberry's ghost, though. For context, a cat we had that was dead. I miss them both. I wish I had them both back. At the very least, Strawberry, mainly because she was young. The dog very much wasn't. Also, all the cats hate the dog. Sorry, Annie. The humans loved you. Had a second dream where extended family came over and kept leaving our door open and the cats kept getting out. I was worried they'd all become door dashers after that. The opposite also happened and an extra cat also got into the house. This freaked me out almost more because then I went and cleaned all their water and food bowls and demanded we get all the pets tested for FIV and feline leukemia. Woke up very fucking stressed and now I'm stressed in reality over my biology final. May 3rd. Literally, all I remember from the dream was that I was in class and the professor said something about high school and everyone rose their fingers up and were wearing their class rings. I was embarrassed because I forgot mine at home. Oh, and later in the dream we were on a field trip and something happened to me where I got, scientifically turned to a vampire, like Morbius, I guess. Ate a lot of people and killed some for funsies. Was mostly fighting criminals, though, because me and my tour group accidentally witnessed a murder. May 6th. I took my dad to go see a play with me. In the play, many things happened. All I remember was a few scenes. The most iconic meme scene in the show was when a character played by Dr. Doofenshmirtz jumps off a balcony to go interrupt his crush's wedding. Obviously something to do with me recently watching The Graduate. When this happens, you are able to go onto the balcony to see the next scene, and it is hard to see it from your seats. I don't remember what role he played, but for some reason Keith from the Try Guys was also in the play. I think the wedding officiant, which also makes sense as before I went to bed I watched a video where he did just that. And last but not least, at the end of the play, there is a hippo woman who doesn't know how to code. She was trying to edit an episode of House MD, but for some reason, to edit a video, she needed to know how to code. I don't know. May 7th. I dreamed Victoria Frankenstein had kidnapped me and turned me into some Frankenstein monster, but also a vampire. I would constantly escape my cell by taking my body apart to fit through the gaps in the bars. I think the dream ended there, though. May 8th. Had a dream where we were visiting family out of state. I saw some people getting a Switch too, so I decided to ask if they had any in stock. I assumed it was a lost cause, but it doesn't hurt to try. But apparently it does hurt. The shopkeep wouldn't stop mocking me in front of all the other customers. Can't remember exactly what she said though. Then I walked back to my aunt's house in sadness and shame, and probably planning a murder. May 12th. Had a dream I was somehow transported to the Harry Potter world, but Hogwarts was on a different planet, and wizards were aliens. Harry and his uncle were staying in the same hotel as Mom and I. I tried to help Harry out of his abusive mess by... I tried to help Harry out of his abuse by messing with his uncle while invisible, but I made things worse for him instead. Whoops. I don't remember much after that, but I know some friends and I went and attended Hogwarts, which was about magic, but also space. I also just remember Snape was racist towards Earthlings, especially American ones. Also, they have no chilies on this planet. I don't know why I was so sad about that. We've never been to Chili's. Also, no, fuck J.K. Rowling. May 13th. I just had a horrible nightmare. I was back in middle school. May 14th. Mom was supposed to take me to the doctor this morning, and that was true in my dream as well, but Mom left without me in the dream, so I called her to ask where she was. She told me she was going to the doctor's appointment, so I said, "Don't you kind of need me for that, lol?" I expected we were both just going to laugh off of a brain fart moment, but Mom started talking in complete gibberish, and then stopped responding. I then called 911, but it was hard to pinpoint her exact location. Then I woke up. Scary. May 15th. Had a dream I was like the new Doctor Who, but I don't know much about Doctor Who, but I know he isn't a literal dimension-hopping god who can open portals at will and change the laws of the universe with a single thought. But apparently in this dream version, he can. Was fun. I committed a lot of theft. Bonus dream from May 23rd because it was just too good not to include. Had a dream where I was listening to an audiobook of Into the Pit, but it wasn't actually that story at all. It was William and Henry talking, and there was an assembly line of Robot Charlie parts. William wasn't in character at all, much more lively version of himself. For some reason I had to follow him around the house to listen to the book. He went under my bed and I almost lost him. Or no, I did lose him. I made a comment asking where he was, and someone responded from my bathroom. This completely changed what happened in the dream. Now in this bathroom, I was with an alien. He was playing bathroom lottery. Basically, it's a bathroom with a little slot machine, and tubes appear on the walls. You break them and coins fall out. The amount changes, of course, as it's gambling. I started helping him and we got millions. Someone who worked there asked if we wanted to split, and I made a joke about only if they converted to USD. The alien worker then apparently thought that was a stupid question because of course they convert to USD for aliens that travel there. And also she made a point she will tax humans if they ever buy alien goods. I don't think she liked humans. Anyway, we got our money and then bought some expensive clothes and dessert. Of course I got chocolate sauce on my new expensive shirt. Unfortunately, I woke up before I could eat my second dessert. I did get to see a few exploding comets while on Saturn before I woke up. Yes, somehow I was in my house and then went to Saturn from my bathroom. Don't question it. Anyway, those were just some of our newly remembered dreams. I swear we don't do acid, and who knows if it's witchcraft or if I'm dying from a health issue.